Today I am going to be making Bramble Berries mini DIY kit watermelon scrub. So this is how their kit comes when you get it in the mail. I did take the jars out and sterilize them and put them back because I wanted you to see how pretty it is when it comes. Absolutely love how they package things. You get this how to create your body scrub with the directions on the back. So in this kit we have our magenta mica for some coloring and a bag of poppy seeds and all of this crinkle packaging, which I absolutely love. I have all different colors that I use for mine. So, some droppers, sunflower oil, and then watermelon sugar. Ooh, I can already smell it. That smells so good. 2 containers. And then a bag of Epsom salt. Don't think I need this big of a bowl, but that's what I typically use for my small bowl. And I have that. I have 99 proof alcohol in my thing, and even though I did a bleach bath, I still like to spray things down, probably overkill, but I just want to make sure that there's no potential for any bacteria. So the card says it takes about 20 minutes and it yields 2 jars of scrub. So your first thing that you do, you mix the salt and additive. And then after that, you add your oil plus your scent and you place it into jars. So, should have had all my stuff out here already, but I wasn't thinking about it. I was just excited to get started on this. So, place my measuring cup on my scale. I'm going to weigh out 8 ounces. poppy seeds. It doesn't really say how much, it just says however much you wish. I'm just gonna sprinkle a few in, mix it around, and see how I feel. Poppy seeds, typically a little goes a long way. And do just a hair more. My scale was reading it out at like 0.025. And for me personally, I think that's a pretty good mix, if you can see in there. So I'm going to put that in my bowl. Back on my scale I'm gonna go. I'm gonna tear that out again. And 1 ounce of my natural oil. I'm just going to pour. I think that's going to be easier. And I just pour down the dropper. That way it's not running back onto the bottle. And it's 0.6. Of the fragrance. Which is the entire bottle. God, that smells so amazing. And I'm wondering if a little bit of peppermint essential oil wouldn't make that even a little better. And then once again, for a body scrub, it's all about preference. If you like a little more oil, you do a little more oil. If you like a little less oil, you do a little less oil. And then I don't see a direction on how much mica to use. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit in. So, you know, when you're doing color, you always want to start with just a little bit and then add some if you need to get the color that you want. So I think it's a matter of how much color you want in it. And that's a pretty nice pink color, but I think I want just a small amount more. So not a whole lot darker, but a little bit darker. I like this color a little more. I hope it's showing up. Well, I put the extra lamp there without the lampshade in hopes that you would be able to see it well. There you have it. You would just continue on and fill up your second jar. But I have a special container that I use for my bath scrubs. And I'm going to take this and put it in that container instead of dirtying that jar up. So if you are a new beginning soaper, candle maker, whatever it is that you like to do, Brambleberry is a great source for learning. I started learning by watching Anne Marie, and she has a lot more videos on soap making than anything else, which was where I was geared at, and then I've kind of branched from there. But Brambleberry's kits, they come with everything you need to make the product, which is absolutely amazing. So if you aren't looking to invest a bunch of money in buying bulk size products in the beginning, you can do the kits. You get just what you need for making that product, although some of the things you end up with extra, which is great because then you can make extra things, or you can turn around and make extra of whatever it is if you have enough left. But I hope you enjoyed this video. This is not sponsored by anybody. This is just my own perspective of the kit. And I love her kits. so I wanted to share it with you all. I have this much left. Like I said, I'm going to take it and put it in my special container for my bathroom. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, join, leave any questions, suggestions below. Once again, you've got a nice little card for recipe. You can follow away in your recipe index. I love these cards. And I have a box of recipes that I'm stashing in there because I'm building my collection. Thank you for joining, and you have a great day.